Ooh, Jesus. Here we go. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Fail. Today we're checking out Firefly. This one is season number 1, the actual episode number 2, now that we've seen Serenity and Train Job. So continuing where things left off, we got a little bit better of a backstory and the character dynamics in the film, or not the film, that's gonna be at the end, the episode titled the same name. Odd show. Anyway, with that being said, let's see what Mel, Jane, and the gang are up to. So as always, smack the like button, links down below if you guys are interested for the extras, for the full unedits. And with that being said, let's get right on into it. Yeehaw!
Yeah! Too tall! Too tall!
A team who balls together stays together.
How's your sister?
She's good. Better. She still won't talk about what it was that they did to her at the academy.
Perhaps she's not sure herself.
I don't know if I'll be able to help her here, and I need to help her.
Simon, you are.
I selflessly turned us both into wanted fugitives.
Oh, we're all running from something, I suppose.
Alright, what do we got?
Must be coming up on something.
What can it be? We're all doomed. Who's flying this thing?
Somebody board us? He does not look happy.
Watch, you have a stroke or something? Near enough.
What happened?
It's not those demons.
Put him up.
Anybody home?
Can't imagine anybody's gonna be picking up.
Bring us in a little closer.
It's a ghost.
We got some ghosts. Let's see what they're saying.
Converted cargo hauler. Maybe a short-range scow.
Short-range vessel this far out into space?
Retrofitted to carry passengers.
Settlers.
Didn't make it,
Cram 15, maybe 20 families on a boat that size. You pack them in tight enough.
Families?
Shouldn't we report this?
To who? Alliance?
We're on the run.
Right.
Shall I remind you of the story of the Good Samaritan?
I'd rather you didn't. But we'll check it out.
Maybe there's
Could be
resources.
survivors. No one's gonna mind if we take a look around, see if there's not something of value they might have left behind.
Yeah, no, someone could be hurt.
I mean, all the signs show that they've been bodied, but let's check her out.
Where do you think you're headed?
Thought I'd offer my services.
It's an interesting tattoo.
First. We'll holler if we need you. Something wrong?
The thought of a little mylar and glass being the only thing separating a person from nothing.
Always love seeing different spacesuits in series. This kind of got like a samurai. Samurai meets like Fallout, kind of.
Entering adjoining airlock now. Emergency power's up. Dashboard light.
I know. I see a red balloon. I'm out of there, dog.
Whatever happened here happened quick.
Pennywise looking ass.
Everything was left on. Ship powered down on its own. Personal log. Someone was in the middle of an entry.
What happened?
It's okay. It's okay, I'm here.
I can't sleep. It's too much screaming.
Hey, grab your med kit, let's hoof it. Mal wants us both over there on a double.
I'll ask Inar to look in on River.
Whatever, I ain't waiting. I'll meet you over there, but don't take forever. Still gotta get suited up.
They're probably in the computer, maybe? Unless it's a dead ass poltergeist.
What are you doing here and what's with the suit?
You're hilarious.
As long as you're here, may as well lend a hand. You can run with Kaylee. Just be quick about this, people, all right?
You, had this on wrong.
He would have died anyway.
I count 16 families signed on. Lifeboat wouldn't hold a third of that.
I know.
Any valuables, if there are any, likely be stored somewhere. C deck aft.
All right, time for things to go wrong.
River, you hungry, sweetie?
Oh, any ghosts have haunted her. Bro, you gotta be brave to walk barefoot on a spaceship,
Are you
huh?
the least bit curious?
Well, there's a good one.
This looks to be it.
Gen seed, protein, crop supplements. Everything a growing family needs to make a fresh start on a new world. Forget the rest, we just take this stuff. Gonna need a hand hauling it out of here.
You'd think those who escaped would find room for some of this.
Nobody escaped.
They all hanged themselves? Oh my god.
My God.
I know what did this. Get her out of here.
Is it one of those reavers? Or whatever those demons were.
Came from above, sir.
Galley.
What the chick-shada is going on in there?
Not now, dear.
What'd you see?
I think I might have hit him.
You did.
Alright. That was gnarly, dog. That thing was hanged up.
No one's gonna hurt you.
No mercy. No.
Any more than we already did.
No mercy.
We got lots and lots.
Oh, yes. He's a real beast.
Looked bigger when I couldn't see him.
I wonder how long he'd been living like that.
No.
Yeah, real hero killing all them people.
What?
It's a
No, we
possibility.
Don't believe
Weak. They were all weak.
Other than the bullet wound, there doesn't appear to be any exterior trauma.
Cattle for the slaughter.
Dope them. Open up.
Open up.
See what's inside.
So he'll live then.
Which to my mind is unfortunate.
Not a very charitable attitude, Captain.
Guy is disturbed.
We saved him the suffering. The ship was hit by reavers.
Reavers?
Mal, how can you know?
He don't. That's how. No way.
Just
He's so shook his accent
Don't matter what I
changed.
said. One Reavers.
Whatever horror he witnessed, whatever acts of barbarism, it was done by men. Nothing more.
Reavers ain't men.
I believe there's a power greater than men. A power that heals.
Look, book, we don't gotta have a
Reavers might
preaching
take
seminar
issue
every
with that
time,
philosophy.
okay?
Jane's right. Reavers ain't men. They forgot how to be. And they're just nothing.
If it was Reavers, shouldn't we be gone?
Work ain't done. Still substantial money value sitting over there.
I'll go. I've dealt with bodies, they don't worry me.
I'd like to go with him. How we treat our dead is part of what makes us different than those did the slaughtering.
I don't believe this. We're sitting put for a funeral?
Yes, Jane. That is exactly what we're gonna do. I ain't saying there's any peace to be had, but on the off chance there is, those folks deserve a little of it.
I'm guessing there's not very many situations where reavers come and then there's bodies to be left, right? So
That was real pretty, Captain.
So often.
What is that?
Booby trap. Reavers sometimes leave them for the rescue ships. Triggered it when we latched on.
Looks like they've jerry-rigged it with a pressure catch. It's the only thing that'll work with all these spare parts.
You tell me right now, little Kaylee, you really think you can do this?
Sure. Yeah.
Jesus. I love the cultural angles to this show and how it's just embedded. I want to know more about it, right? It's like either Mandarin or Cantonese or some variation, some future version of it. Oh no, we've got a CSGO player. Oh.
What's going on?
Well, right at this particular moment, I have to say, not a thing. Everyone's home, Wash. Let's go.
No, don't you say that. It's the Reavers.
I mean, we barely lost him last time.
Firefly class transport, you are ordered to release control of your helm. Prepare to dock and be boarded.
Looks like civilization finally caught up with us.
Sir, we've identified the transport ship they were attached to. It was licensed to a group of families out of Bernadette.
As we secure these vultures, we'll send a team over. Check it out.
Sir, didn't we have a flag on a Firefly a while back?
Check.
Oh, here it is. An alert issued on an unidentified Firefly class believed to be carrying 2 fugitives.
Well, I'm not about to have any surprises on a routine check. We run into these two, we shoot first. Brass can sort it out later.
In about 2 minutes' time, this boat's gonna be crawling with Alliance.
No.
Now go run fetch your sister.
What are you gonna do? It's shoot first.
Just do as I say.
Is that why you let us stay? So you could use us as bargaining chips?
Don't be a fool, son.
It's the feds.
Do as the man says.
Son, it's God's plan. I mean, but you're there's nothing you really else can do. No, they seem like a reasonable group.
Quite a lot of fuss.
And is this everyone, Captain?
By way of crew, it is. Though in our infirmary, you're gonna find a fellow we rescued off that derelict.
Maybe say that the Reavers
Straight through the back,
had to
next
do
common
with
area.
it.
And these items, I take it you rescued them as well. But that is a wrist slap compared to the penalty for harboring fugitives. No chance they could have stowed away?
What are we doing?
We will continue this conversation in a more official capacity. I want every inch of this junker taut.
Oh, they found him.
It's only in the last year that you've been shipping out with the crew of the Serenity?
It's just Serenity, and that's correct. It's a mutually beneficial business arrangement. I rent the shuttle from Captain Reynolds, which allows me to expand my client base.
And do you love him?
I don't see how that's relevant.
Well, he is your husband.
Clever.
Yes.
You fought with Captain Reynolds in the war.
Fought with a lot of people in the war.
And your husband.
Fight with him sometimes, too.
Have you seen what she wears? Forget about it. Have you ever been with a warrior woman?
Pirate. These fugitives that we're looking for, the brother and the sister, they were last seen on Persephone.
That a fact? Persephone's a big place.
Yes. Yes, it is, and that Firefly isn't.
Gotcha. They're in the suits, cling to the side. Clever. Real clever. There was nobody in the ship, and based on the technicalities, they were not wrong. Your Honor, there are no drugs in my vehicle. It just if you found something attached on the exhaust, it's not in the vehicle. There's that nothing. But she's intrigued by it.
So, I figure by now you've been over to the derelict. Seen for yourself.
Yes.
I'm gonna make a leap here and figure this is your first tour out here on the border.
I can tell by your record you have a tendency to inspire that quality in people. Sergeant.
Smell.
War's over.
For some, the war will never be over. I noticed your ship's called Serenity. You were stationed on Hera at the end of the war. Battle of Serenity Valley took place there, if I recall. Seems odd you name your ship after a battle you're on the wrong side of.
May have been the losing side. Still not convinced it was the wrong one.
Those weren't soldiers you murdered. They were civilians.
So we attacked that ship, then brought the only living survivor to our infirmary.
I'd ask him. Only I'm not sure he'll be able to speak with his tongue split down the middle.
Commander, I'm not what you need to be concerned about right now. Things go the way they are, there's gonna be blood.
Get a line in.
Man, Nathan Fillion just got such a presence. Even right after, oh, here we go. Ooh. Even right after getting served the papers, he's like, wait, Captain. There's something I need to tell you.
Reavers did it.
It's the truth.
You saw them, did you?
Wouldn't be sitting here talking to you if I had. That poor bastard you took off my ship. He looked right into the face of it, was made to stare. They made him watch. He probably tried to turn away. They wouldn't let him. You call him a survivor, he's not. A man comes up against that kind of will, the only way to deal with it, I suspect, is to become it. First he'll try to make himself look like one.
So it's like a psychological break? I was wondering if it was like a zombie-ish sort of thing, but it's interesting that they say they just are so traumatized they just end up becoming them.
Let's go again.
Later. Maybe.
Your ship and its contents will be auctioned. The proceeds of the sale will be applied to the cost of your defense. I want guards on the nursery.
It won't matter. You won't find him. I know where he'll go.
So it seems like Mal has had a run-in face-to-face with these guys in the past.
Don't. Hey.
River, it's okay. Come on.
Why would he come back here?
He's finna lose a finger.
Looking for familiar ground. Let's get him to the break. No, well, I should go with you.
It's my ship.
I have a question. How many more men you feel like losing today, Commander?
We let him go first.
Right.
We're really in a slinky right now.
No, we don't know how long it's going to be. Someone's coming.
All right, tight quarters. Let's see it. What are we doing? Ooh, Jesus. Here we go. Did he put paper clips in his face? Oh my God.
You save his Goron life, he still takes the cargo.
R.I.P. to those people. And that was Firefly 1x2 there, and what a bloody episode. So I'm glad that we actually went back and saw Serenity, because the main, I guess, antagonist, well, yeah, I guess I'd say, was the Reaver. And I love that breakdown of them, where it's like when you're so traumatized that you become them if you're the last victim. Also alluding to that Mal has had close encounters with these guys in the past, a little bit more than he's probably leading on. So I like that quite a bit. Gruesome. I thought the bodies actually were sort of spelling out one of the characters in the language that they speak, and that was just like, that's how he knew. Twisted, they looked like they were just absolutely mangled. And I liked how they split up this episode here. The pacing was particularly great, splitting this one in the first half where you think it's a retrieval, so, you know, search and rescue, then turns into this bigger alliance storyline, calling back to Mal's past, doing a little fun interview session with the team. Obviously, some was a little bit more open with their relationship than the others. Absolutely hilarious. And I think this one worked pretty well. Some good tension. Interesting to see where certain people draw the line. For example, Shepard's always trying to do the right thing. Kaylee was just furious about getting toasted of her ship being called a piece of junk. I also like the commentary too on the idea of this like nothingness, and there was almost a stark difference between Simon, the Protector, and I guess River, this view on nothingness, like her optimism and her wonder and her like happiness, versus the same exact thing, that nothingness, where Simon was terrified, right? So thought that was pretty interesting there. Also, Adam Baldwin was a lot of fun here. Jane. So yeah, I found myself getting really into it as the second half progressed. And we get a little bit better clue on, I guess, Alliance's dynamic there with our team. So it's the siblings that they don't mess with. Everybody else, they don't really give a shit about for the most part. And they have sort of odd tensions with Mal because of his history. So pretty solid episode, nice pacing, enjoyed the tension. Better look at the Alliance and the Reavers here. So as always, guys, that was Firefly 1x2. What'd you guys think about this one? I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. That being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.